Hi, Greg here from Full of Beans. I wanted to do one of these getting to know me, 50 things about you for a little while, and then I thought, no, I don't want to do that. And then Michelle of Vegan Vlogs did one, and it was really great. So I rethought it, and I decided to do one too. So today's video is a little bit about me. I'm 53 years old, and I'm 5'9", which is about 175-ish centimeters, 176 centimeters. I've weighed the same since I was about 19, about 150-ish pounds, and I think that's, I got it written down, about 68 kilograms for the rest of the world, so I'm not all American. I met Georgia at 16, when I was 16. At first I didn't want to have any children, and then I did. I sort of play the viola. I took lessons for years and now I can play a little bit. I love to run. I can't float at all. If I was out in the ocean and I did sort of the dead man's float, when you're supposed to be at the surface of the water, I would go down below the water. I have negative buoyancy, I guess. I'm a lousy swimmer, but you never know, with practice I might get better. But it's the floating thing, I think. I have to make the bed. I can't get into a bed that's not made, even if I'm making it right before we go to bed. It's got to be made. But the crazy thing is I'm naturally kind of messy. And it's something that I was really bad about, and I'm a little bit better now. I became a father for the first time at 32. I used to work in a boat shop. Currently I'm a graphic designer for a large corporation. And I'm also a certified personal trainer. That's a part-time thing. Years ago I did a month-long wilderness trip called Outward Bound, and during our 3-day solo period, which is right about in the middle, I ate all the food that we had, I ate all the food that was given to us on the very first night. Needless to say, the next 2 days were pretty hungry. I modeled for a famous sculptor called Walker Hancock, and I was the model for the legs for a famous sculpture of his called Air, which is in Philadelphia. I once qualified for the Boston Marathon. I struggle, really struggle with patience. I'm super impatient. My birthday is October 27th, so that means I'm a Scorpio. I have studied at 3 universities. And still working on a bachelor's degree. I married my high school sweetheart. The beach is my most favorite place. I think kindness is the most important thing. I was a professional photographer, commercial photographer in Boston for 5 years. I like yellow cars. And my first car was a yellow Subaru. When I was young, I hated onions so much that I couldn't even eat anything that was even touched by an onion. Now, I really love onions. I took acting classes and did theater in high school. I saw Yul Brynner on his last tour with The King and I. When I was young, I made my own stilts. I spoke at my high school graduation. The night before the graduation, I slept on the beach by myself, and then I wrote the speech the morning of the graduation. I bought my first computer in 1990. It was a Mac SE. And I've never owned a Windows computer, although I have used them. I used to be into archery, and I made my own arrows. I once made dandelion wine. I have an inexplicable fondness and weakness for old Volvo wagons. I spent 10 years in the U.S. Naval Reserve. I get motion sick really easily, and it happened a few times with the Navy too. I think my biggest character flaw and struggle is that I am habitually late, and at best I'm last minute, but I'm often late, and the people in my life are very patient with me. I never ever wanted to be a fireman. I have flying dreams that are so real and so vivid that I'm sad when I wake up, and I actually have a hard time convincing myself that I can't actually do that. They're really amazing dreams. My long-term fitness goal is to look good naked as long as I possibly can. My favorite color is purple. I have made love to only one person. Oh, my favorite poet is Mary Oliver. One of my favorite quotes is from The Little Prince, and it's, "The eyes are blind, you must search with your heart." Oh, and my other favorite quote, or another favorite quote, is from Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's, "They're not rules, they're more like guidelines." I think that's a really good one for life in general. So I think that's 50, and so that's it. I hope that you enjoyed these, and now you've you know a little bit more about me, and it was fun sharing this with you. So what kind of interesting facts can you tell me about you? You can just leave just one. Michelle did that, and that was a great idea. I'd love to hear even just one interesting fact that you want to share about you. So thanks for watching. I'm glad you did it. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and come again. Thanks a lot. Bye.